Hi, this is part 4 and the final part of how to make, well, one of the final parts of how to make some Halloween creations. So now I'm going to make a jack-o'-lantern for you. Now this one is very hard um, because I have this little stem and it even fell off. So I had to glue it back on, and you might have that problem as it's hardening. So I'm just giving you a heads up because it is Play-Doh we're using. It's not like prize Play-Doh. And I had to get a new Play-Doh because my orange Play-Doh was drying out. So we just got a new container because I have like 5 of orange. So, alright, so we're just gonna swish this around a little bit. This one is a little bit harder to make, so I'm gonna try and go kind of quick but kind of slow for you guys to understand, because it does take a long time, and I might even need to go to my editing software, which I don't really have one, so it's mostly the YouTube editor. So it's just what I might have to do. Alright, so you have your big piece, and this part might be a little bit bigger. So all you're going to do is just poke yourself in and kind of curve around, and you're almost making a heart without a point at the bottom. So you're just gonna go around. Alright, now to get it not sealed like that, you just go through it and you just kind of dab it through. And then you might need to do that a few times. So, alright, put that back in. Alright, so you have your shape. Alright, you'll not need your orange again. So, let's put that back in so it does not harden. Alright, then you'll need your green. This part you will not need a very big piece because we're going to be making the stem. You will not need a toothpick unless you'd like to carve your shape out. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the stem, and what I did is I kind of made it curl. For the stem, you can make it any kind of shape you want it to. I'm just flattening it out, and then I'm rolling it up in a ball. A long kind of wormy shape. Except for one little section of it, which I'm going to make a little bit less of my worm. Alrighty. So, then you curl it around just like that. Or, if you want it very pointy, just roll the top and you just curl it down again. And you just do that to until you get to your standards. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hold it very carefully and kind of flatten the bottom. And then you're going to put it right in this little section and kind of like bring it down. Just like that. And now you have to pick the side where you want your face to be, which I'm using this side. Alright, now what you're going to do is you're going to make little lines. You're going to make them very lightly. Just little lines. For like a three-dimensional kind of shape for your shading. Alright, now all we need is the black. Black is a very important part in this. So you're going to just take a very, very small bit and you're going to roll it, not in a ball, but you're going to roll it into a worm. A very thin worm. And then you are going to trace, kind of tracing the line. You're going to make it all line up into that little crack that we made. And just press down and line it up. And then just tear off the pieces that are dangling off. Sorry I blocked that. Being spoken to. Again. You might hear some beeps. So, I'm sorry. Alright, now we're going to take a little bit again and roll it up into our ball. Now, this line, I did not finish it. I only made it come up to about there. So you're going to need a little bit of a smaller piece. And just start from the top for this one, because you have no way to get it to rip it off if you start from the bottom. It's just a little bit easier. Okay? So it's a little unfinished line, just like that. And we want a little bit more. And now we only have 2 lines left, so if you're getting bored of this, I'm sorry. But, you know, if you want a good pumpkin, then gotta go through it. And just one, oh, I have hair. Cat hair. Come out of my clay. I don't want it to like harden in there. There we go, I got it. I know it's just hair, but it'll bother me this whole video. Oops. Okay, you need to make it not one side that's flat, or bleh, fat. You gotta be careful when you're putting these on. Okay. Alright, and then there you go. Now it's time for the face. I'm being talked to again. Alright. So you're gonna need a little ball, and you're just gonna flatten that out. And this is totally up to you. It depends what you want your face to look like. So for the eyes, I just make a little triangle. It's a lot easier to make with Play-Doh. So it's just why I just make a little triangle. Man. See, it's a little hard to put the face on because they're so small. So you can make it a little bigger, but honestly, I like it kind of small. But I made that. I'm gonna admit, I made that a little too small. And then just plop it on. And just like that. And you can put them anywhere on the face that you want. Wherever is fine with me. And if you make it look very different, that kind of gives it the effect that you did not cut it like exactly the same. But now what we have to do is you're gonna have to make this part kind of long. We have to make the mouth, which is a little bit harder, so you gotta take it slow. Now with my mouth, I'm just gonna make it with a little tooth. And just trying to pick it up because I made it really thin. Okay, so there's your mouth. And then you're just going to place it on as straight as you can. Okay, and then there's your pumpkin. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. But first, we are going to put a little hole to the stem so you can hang it up. I'm being called. Yep, I gotta go. Alright, bye guys.